requesting comfortably. Got it?
Yes, Doctor, thank you.
Now, tell Dr. Gillespie I'm going over to Sullivan's for a bite to eat.
All right, Doctor. You're trapped, Jimmy. I heard every word.
Mary, where'd you come from?
Been following you for days.
How about coffee?
Wonderful. Let's go.
Sorry about the last few weeks, Mary. I hope you understand.
I'm getting used to it. But really, Jimmy, I've been talking to Dr. Gillespie. You've got to cut down on your work.
All right. I concede. Just as soon as Angela Kester gets well, I take a vacation.
Wonderful. She ought to be up and around in 10 days. Then you start your vacation?
Well, I don't mean the bullet wound. Her mind.
Oh.
She's suffering terribly.
Do you really think there's a chance of curing her?
I think there is, Mary. One chance.
But I thought they tried everything.
Everything but an operation.
I don't understand.
A prefrontal lobotomy. It's her only chance.
But it's so risky, isn't it, Jimmy? Are you sure it's her only chance?
It's the last resort, I know. That's all that's left for Angela now.
And if the operation fails?
It can't fail, Mary. I wish I could believe that. Come on, let's get that coffee.
Kildare, you're mad. A prefrontal lobotomy? You're just stark, staring mad.
Dr. Gillespie, you've been doing research on prefrontal lobotomies for the past 4 days. Now admit it.
You're getting worse than Nosy Parker.
So, what's your real opinion?
Oh, Jimmy, I don't know. It seems pretty risky to me, trying it on a girl like Angela Kester.
Actually, the prefrontal lobotomy has been successful with patients of Angela's type.
Sure. I know that. What are the odds?
You've always said a doctor makes his own odds.
That's the way I like to hear you talk.
Dr. Kildare.
Well, Nosy, don't save those precious words for posterity. Spit them out.
Oh, Dr. Kildare, Mr. Steven Kester to see you.
Send him in, Parker.
The Kester girl's husband?
Yes. Steve, good to see you.
Good to see you, Jim. How is she?
Physically, good shape. A little restless, that's all. Oh, Dr. Gillespie, Steven Kester.
How are you, Doctor? Jimmy, about this operation you mentioned on the phone.
Yes, that's why I called you down here, Steve. I think it'll cure Angela. But we've got to have your permission before we go ahead.
Well, I don't know. What's it going to involve?
I'll try to make it as brief as I can. Angela's mental trouble, her obsessions, her fears are centered in this part of the brain here, see? Just inside the upper part of the forehead. The frontal lobes, we call them.
But how could an operation cure that part of the brain?
It wouldn't. Our only concern now is to cure the whole brain by permanently isolating those frontal lobes from the rest of the brain.
How is that possible, Doctor?
Well, it's comparatively a simple operation, Kester. An opening is made in the skull just above the frontal lobes. We insert into the brain an instrument called a leucotome.
Mm-hmm.
With that instrument, we sever the white tissue which connects the frontal lobes to the rest of the brain. That's what we call a prefrontal lobotomy.
What are the risks? I mean, what could happen?
4 alternatives, Steve. It could make Angela a little better, or it could make her a little worse. It could cure her completely, or it could kill her.
Jimmy, what would happen to her if she didn't have the operation?
We couldn't try any more shock treatments. She's already had the maximum. Her system wouldn't take it.
And without treatment, Kester, more suicide attempts, deterioration, until she's hopelessly insane. The operation's a last resort. You'll have to make the decision.
You recommend it, Jimmy?
I recommend it.
Kildare?
Jimmy, operate.
You ready now, Jimmy?
Yes. Say a prayer, will you, Doctor?
Scared?
Yep.
So am I. Let's go.
Dr. Long, is the patient ready?
She's anesthetized. I've given her sodium pentothal.
Is it all right to proceed?
Yes, Doctor.
All right, Jimmy.
Scalpel. Sponge. Hemostats. Silver clips.
How's that wound, Kildare?
Bleeding's controlled. Wound's dry. Nurse,
Yes, Doctor.
retractor. Periosteal elevator. Dr. Long,
Yes, Doctor.
ready to proceed with the osteotomy. Her condition still good?
Blood pressure down, 90/68. Pulse, 88. Respiration, 24.
Miss Lamont,
Yes, Doctor.
Trephine. Have the water syringe ready. Forceps.
Good work, Jimmy.
Nurse, careful with the skull disc. Keep it moist.
Yes, Doctor.
Scalpel for dural incision. Eyes. Quickly.
Yes, Doctor.
Dr. Long, how's her condition?
Blood pressure was down, 90/68. Supplementing saline solution with blood. Pulse, 90. Respiration, 26. Blood pressure rising.
Ready to proceed with the lobotomy.
All right to proceed, Doctor.
Nurse,
Yes, Doctor.
the leucotome. Ready with the Lipiodol syringe.
Ready, Doctor.
Localized perfectly. Easy. Got to go slow. Sponge.
Yes, Doctor.
Very little bleeding. Fine work, Jimmy.
Fine instrument. Nurse ready to close the wound. Number 60 silk for the dura. Skull disc. Good. Well moistened. Skin sutures.
Yes, Doctor.
Sterile dressings. Everything all right, Dr. Long?
Condition's good.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much.
Good work, Kildare.
Jimmy, you've done yourself proud.
You better wait and see, Dr. Gillespie.
Jimmy, how long will it be before we know?
Oh, I estimate about 3 days in Angela's case. Might know definitely by then.
You mean if she's cured or if...
If she isn't cured, Mary. If she has to live out the rest of her life a hopeless lunatic. I might be pushing things, Steve. Might be too soon to tell definitely.
Jimmy, I've got to know. One way or the other.
It's only been 3 days, Steve. In a case like Angela's, it could be months before we know, for sure. It could be complications.
Jimmy, I've got to know now. I've got to.
All right, Steve. Here we are. You all set?
Yeah, I'm all set.
You just woke up. Now go over to the bed, Steve. Let her see you.
All right. Angela.
Who is it? Don't touch me.
Hmm?
Get away. Get away from me.
Angela.
Don't. Get away.
Angela, it's Stephen, your husband. Stephen.
Steve?
Angela, look at me.
Stephen. Stephen.
Angela. You're all right. Angela, you're cured. Jimmy, she is cured.
She'll tell you, Steve.
Look, my hands. My hands. They're free, Steve. My hands are free.
Jimmy?
That's right, Steve. Patient cured. Case closed.
In just a moment, we will return to the story of Dr. Kildare. Now, once again, the story of Dr. Kildare, starring Lou Ayres as Dr. Kildare and Lionel Barrymore as Dr. Gillespie.
Actually, it was quite soon to have the permanent results of the lobotomy operation. Some cases take a good deal longer.
Kildare, this shop talk's boring me. If you'll excuse me, I think I'll go over and heckle Dr. Carew. I think he's trying to impress something.
It's lucky Angela decided to make this party formal. First time I've ever seen Dr. Gillespie in a tuxedo.
Probably the last. Oh, look, Angela's sitting down at the piano.
Mm-hmm. Listen, Jimmy.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, Jimmy. You made it that way.
You have just heard the story of Dr. Kildare, starring Lou Ayres and Lionel Barrymore. Dr. Kildare is presented by arrangement with Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, producers of East Side, West Side, starring Barbara Stanwyck, James Mason, Van Heflin, and Ava Gardner. The program was written by James Edward Moser and directed by William P. Russo. Original music composed and conducted by Walter Schumann.